Rabotai, welcome to our Wednesday night shiur in our Beit Midrash L'Shem. I just want to say, L'Shem is not Leshem. It's not Leshem. Leshem is a stone on the breastplate of the Kohen Gadol. We're L'Shem. What's L'Shem? L'Shem Yehud Kushab Rechu Shchinte L'Shem Shamayim. You have to learn Lishma. That's our name. It's a hidden name. I want to get that out of the... I want to get that clear. Because Leshem is a stone. On the breastplate of the Kohen, Shevet Dan, the tribe of Dan, was the stone Leshem. And obviously there was a very big Mikubal, a Tzaddik Kadosh V'Tahor, the grandfather of Elioshiv, Rav Yosef Shalom Eliashiv, who called his book Leshem Shevo V'Achama. Our shul is called Leshem. What's Leshem? For the sake of. Leshem Yechud Kuchab Rechu Shchinteh. You say, how does Sfaradim start their tefillah? Leshem Yechud Kuchab Rechu Shchinteh. Harid Vet Flat Shaharid Minha. Never forget when I was in Kollel. So the Rosh Kollel of Baruch Babayev, he was there. And the person that was praying in our Kollel, he was a Russian guy. He learned in Yeshiva Or Sameach. 10 years. He would never say, L'Shem Yehud Kuchav Rechu Shchinteh. Never. One day, the rabbi comes, he says, what are we, Ashkenazim? We're Sfaradim. We follow the Ariyah Kadosh. Yeah, you have to say before you start a prayer, L'Shem Yehud Kuchav Rechu Shchinteh. Rav Yosef Dayan, who we do the Tikun Shovavim after him in our Bet Knesset, in our Bet Midrash, he used to knock a nail into the wall. He used to say, L'Shem Yehud Kuchab Rechu Shchinteh. And I want to tell you guys, I didn't post this in the Sigula chat yet. This is one of the greatest Sigulot to get married. To always say before whatever you do, L'Shem Yehud Kuchab Rechu Shchinteh. I don't want to say this yet. I'm going to post it soon. It's one of my best Sigulot. We're in days of Shovavim. Every second in these days, the Mekubalim say, is a second you shouldn't waste. The Baba Sali HaKadosh used to hide himself in his room during these days. Can't waste these days. This is the hidden days of all. You think the Chodesh of Tishrei is powerful. This is the hidden days. Why? It's winter. Everybody's covered. You have the chance to connect to God. Don't waste it. Connect. There is a pipe that connects you with Hashem. There's a pipe. Don't disconnect it. Many people ask me, they say, in our generation, more than any other generation, there are more single people and divorced people than there's ever been. There has never been more divorced and single people in the generations of past than there has been in our generation. Our door is despicable. Mamash. In America alone, the divorce rate is over 60%. That's what I'm saying in America, including Goyim. If you would ask the rabbis of the Batei Dinim, the judges that do the divorce things, it's almost close to 50%. Every marriage is bound to be divorced. 50% chance. When a person, chas v'shalom, gets the D word, I don't like to say that word. For me, that word is as bad as any bad word. Do you think that he's doing a mitzvah? The Torah says in Sefer Devarim, Parashat Ki Tetzeh, when a person sees something bad in a woman and he sends her, that's Girushin. That's only if you see something bad. If you didn't, why is there so many divorces in our generation? How come people can't find a language to connect with the other gender? Our generation is all about equality. It's all about the other, to have shalom, to have peace between the different peoples, different genders, equality. HaKadosh Baruch Hu says that doesn't work. I want to get married. I want to get married. What do you do when you want to get married? Was there any person in the world more righteous? He was the ultimate sacrifice to God than Isaac, our forefather. Yitzchak Avinu, he was the ultimate sacrifice, right? The Gemara in Masechet Shabbat, I think Daf Pei Tet, if I'm not mistaken. He's the ultimate sacrifice. When Mashiach comes, who's going to save us? Isaac. Rosh Hashanah, the first thing we do when Rosh Hashanah comes, we don't watch the balls drop. You can't have an umbrella. Shtiyot. Get drunk, sleep on trains, do nonsense. And they give a whole thing. The rabbi said, Hashem yispor bichtov amim. Don't say nonsense. Don't put your own context into the words. King David wasn't saying that, obviously. There's Rav Ovadia says, or Ovadia Yosef and Yabia Omer says, you can't put the English date on a tombstone. You can't put an English date on a tombstone. When my grandmother passed away not long ago, about 6 months ago, my father asked me. He said, "I'm, your grandmother is being buried. I'm making her whole tombstone." The sisters want to put over there the English date. I opened up a Yabia Omer. I said, "Well, Rav Ovadia says that causes very big anguish for the dead." He didn't put it. He didn't put it. There's the Hebrew date. Yeah, that's what he said. The Rav Ovadia said, "Tzedek lefanav yalech, tzedek v'yasem der pa'amav." A person has to do what's good for the deceased, not what's good for himself. Person wants to get married. The Gemara says 40 days before a person is born, there's a bat kol, an echo. An echo from who? HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That says, Bat ploni la ploni. This guy is supposed to marry this girl. The Gemara says, people get divorced. What is he supposed to do? Zchuyot. He has merits. With your merits, you could get somebody else's batzug. It's deep. That means the people that are married today could be that they're not married to their true zivug. Soulmates. But there is a Ran, Rabbeinu Nisim, that says something very scary. A person who's married to his non-true soulmate, either he'll die or he'll get divorced.
Or what?
He'll get divorced.
Die young?
He'll die, yeah. So the true one will come in.
Why is Hashem making connection like this? Like wrong connection?
Hashem allows free choice.
Okay.
Hashem says, you rule this world. I'm on the back. I'm the director. You understand? But you have a choice. If there's a guy who wants to make shtuyot with all the goyot in Manhattan, and then he comes, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, give me my bat zug. Hashem says, you didn't keep my Torah. And then there is some guy, he says, Hashem, give me a wife. Suddenly, whose wife does he take? That guy who is doing all the nonsense in Manhattan. That's how it works. But Hashem says, but he doesn't belong to her. This girl doesn't belong to this guy. The Ran, Rabbeinu Nisim, who is the Chavrut of the Magid Mishneh, who was the Gilul of Chaim Vital, says either he's going to die, this guy, or he'll get divorced. Why? You can't live with a girl that doesn't belong to you. It's too much negation.
It's better divorce.
It's not better. That's what's going to happen. You can't live with a woman that doesn't belong to you. That means if you're living with her till now, she belongs to you. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. You're good. However, give me an example. King David. David HaMelech. How many wives did he have? 18 wives and many concubines. As we know in the Sefer Melachim, he had at least 10 concubines. Shlomo HaMelech had 700. What are you making me this face for? 10 is nothing. He had 10 concubines. Out of all of them, which one was his real wife? Bathsheba.
And it wasn't like.
I'm going to tell you something scary. Sometimes a single guy could give his own wife to another guy. Sometimes you could, God forbid, a person could give his own wife to another man. That's what happened to David HaMelech.
Because of what?
I'm going to explain to you. When King David HaMelech, the writer of Tehillim, do you know Tehillim is the most powerful? It's such a powerful book. Sometimes people come to me, religious learners of Torah. They come to me and says, they say Rabbi. I said, don't call me Rabbi, call me Shalom. So they say, Shalom, is Tehillim really powerful? I read Tehillim. I said, did you know there are stories of people who died and came back to life on the highway because somebody read a parak of Tehillim while they were passing the accident and the soul came back inside? Did you know that? Do you know what Tehillim is? Yeah, there's stories like that. Clinical death. Clinical death. There are people who died and came back to life, and the woman's like, why are you telling me thank you? She says, do you know that I'm alive because of you? It's crazy. You know what Tehillim is? In my Shovavim, you know what I do in Shovavim? I don't do fasts, I don't do anything. You know what I do? I tell my wife, you finish half a Tehillim a day, I finish the other half. That's it. That's my Shovavim. No fast, no nothing. I have Tehillim. People don't know the power of Tehillim. I read Tehillim. Half of my Shabbat is Tehillim. I don't learn Torah on Shabbat. I read Tehillim. The Baal Shem Tov says, if you read 2 times Tehillim a week, how many chapters are there in Tehillim? 150. 150 times 2 is how much? 300. There is a word in Hebrew that means atonement. What is that word? Kofer. V'natan ish kofer nafsho. A person should give atonement to his soul. Kofer 300. If you read 2 times Tehillim is how much? 300 chapters. Baal Shem Tov says, you read 2 times Tehillim a week, the whole half of it. Whole Tehillim, obviously. 2 times, yeah. If you have a wife, you can split it with her because ishto kigufo. She's like, yeah, she's you. At least that's what I use. Rabotai. A person wants to find his bat zug. He tried all the sigulot. He tried all the mitzvot. We even have a sigula chat. Sigulot for single guys. Every day we post sigulot. It's not meant for everybody to do the sigulot. That's not what it's meant for. It's meant that it might be a sigulot that's going to catch upon a guy. It's going to work. There's one thing that stops all the prayers. 3 things. We mentioned one last week. You could pray from today till tomorrow. The Zohar Kadosh is the most Kabbalistic book that's ever been written. The Ariya Kadosh only gave a commentary to about 1/10 of the book. And the Ariya Kadosh says, whoever tries to come to you and give you perushim, commentaries on the Zohar, don't believe him. Don't believe him. They don't know what it is. The Zohar is strong. It's the secrets of the Zohar. Till today, I've met people who think, God forbid, the Zohar is fake. Yeah. I've met people like that. Shloshahim. There are three people. Today we're going to go through all three. Last week we did one. Today we do all three. There are three men. Why you're chesed in this world? If you come to the Otrot Chaim Shur, you're what? Kav HaYosher. You're the straight kav. You're the fixer. Shedochim el Shechina min haolam. You cause the Shekhinah to be hidden from the world, the divine presence. What does it say? You have 10 men praying? Shekhinah. There's a Shekhinah there. If you're one of these three guys, the Shekhinah is doche. You're throwing away, God forbid, you're hiding the Shekhinah. V'gorem nesiluk HaKadosh Baruch Hu chas v'shalom keviyachol. And God forbid, as if you're causing God to not be within you. That's the worst punishment in the world. As a person who's observant, very observant. You might even call me Haredi. I don't consider myself Haredi. As a person who, very observant. I try to wear a hat and jacket when I pray. Try. Quote unquote. First people say, you gotta do all this kind of stuff. Hat, jacket, grow a beard, this and... Hey, this is a Zohar Kadosh. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai wrote this. Anything more connected to you? This is the thing. This is the Soul of Torah. Pardes. What's Pardes? Pshat. Remez. Drash Vesod. What are we called? Rabbi said, what are we? We're Ashkenazim? No, what are we? Sfaradim. What is Sfaradim? Sod. Pshat. Remez. Drash. We want to hear the secrets. We're not interested in the Pshat. We want to know the secret. We're the Sod. That's why, Rabotai, I want to tell you, this is a secret of secrets. All throughout the generations, the only people who have been the disseminators of the secrets of the Torah have been Sfaradim. Only. No matter what you say, no matter what you think, only Sfaradim. Only. Anything that the Ashkenazim were Mechadesh, never caught on. Never. The Ari HaKadosh himself, the Ari, prayed. He was Rabbi Yitzhak Luria Ashkenazi. But he prayed what? Sfaradi. Once a year he prayed Ashkenazi on Yom Kippur for the respect of his father, for Yizkor. That's it. Our nosach of our tefillah, the way we pray, is from who? The Ari HaKadosh. He said, I came to this world for one reason and one reason only. Rav Chaim Vital. Rabbeinu Shalom Sharabi. Do you feel inside of you, Rabbi Tai? I'm right now in a shiur. In our kollel, they brought a Rav. The Rav Rashi of Bat Yam. The chief rabbi of Bat Yam. A certain city in Israel, a very famous city. Bat Yam. His name is Rabbi Eliyahu R.Shalom. I work a lot in Ketuvot. Not a lot. I maybe done 20, 30 Ketuvot my whole life. Change them. All my stuff that I get is from his book. Everything. He wrote a book, a 10-book series. 8. Slicha. Who said 8? He knows better. Huh? He wrote a book, Mishpat HaKetubah. Dates, times, how to call a woman, this, that, how much money to put over there, how to write the money. He's there and he said one thing. He said it, not me. Don't you dare put me on the hot seat. He said it, not me. He said, Ashkenazim Karim. He said that or no? How many times he said that? At least 10 times. Ashkenazim Karim. Ashkenazim are cold. That's what he said. That's what he said. Why? They lived in Europe. This, that. The Zohar says the cold, it gets to you. Sfaradi is Cham. He wants to rip. There's no koach. Do you know why Hashem doesn't make us famous? You know what? Because we have a famous bomb. The atomic bomb is in our hands. You know what that is? The Zohar Kadosh. They don't have it. We do. They can't understand it. We do. They can't learn the Ari. We do. Otzrot Chaim. It's like learning Swahili. We do it. We're Sfaradim. We're Kedoshim. You have to be proud that you're Sfaradi. And the Zohar HaKadosh says in Chok L'Israel, who learns Chok L'Israel? Sfaradim. He says, Yesh Anashim Tzoakim. There are people who yell. You know what the yell means? When the Jews were by the Yam Suf, what were they doing? They didn't even pray. It didn't say they prayed. They yelled. There are people who yell. Bli Mishma Kolam. It's like it's on mute. God has Adobe Premiere Pro. He puts it on mute. Can't hear. And Lo Olech. What are they? Who are these three people? Ve'elohem. Hashochev im hanida. One who doesn't keep family purity. Shelo yesh tum'a kasha kemo tum'at hanida. There isn't a greater tum'ah than nida. There isn't a greater tum'ah than nida. V'nitmahu, he's tameh. V'kol hakarev elav, and anybody who's in his vicinity. Anybody who's close to him is tameh. Nitmaimo. I didn't do it, he did it. Oh, but you're in his vicinity? It's contagious. There's no vaccines for this. And there is no vaccines. B'chol makom sholech hashchina holechet misham. Everywhere this person goes, the Shechina leaves. You could keep Shabbat, all the 39 laws, all the halachot, shofar. You could be the most makmir. You don't keep nida, family purity. Wherever you go, the Shechina leaves. It's as if you can't make a minyan. You can't make a minyan. The Zohar HaKadosh says, Zohar, Chelek Bet, Daf Bet. Wherever you go, the Shechina leaves. And I tell this to kids. Don't think I'm just telling you. I tell this to kids in my class. I says, you guys go to these underage, no ID parties, this and that. You guys are Tameh Nida. Yeah, they're Tameh Nida. Every Goya is a Tameh Nida. Nikuda. There's more money in being a hairstylist. Tameh Nida. You're a Tameh Nida. Velo, not only that, shegorem cholaim raim, you cause diseases in this world. It's a Zohar, it's a Gemara. It's a Gemara, it's a Mishnah, it's a Zohar. V'azaro, not only on himself, on his children. Person who's not careful in the family purity, he causes diseases on himself and on his children. I want to let you guys know one thing. David HaMelech says, Az hashlicheni le'et zikna. The worst punishment a person could have was when a person gets old age, his children leave him. When a person gets old, God forbid, his children say, nursing home. Chas v'shalom. Chas v'shalom. Lo aleinu, lo al Am Yisrael. Lo al Am Yisrael. This is the worst punishment. That's what he causes with his tumat nida. You know how hard it is to keep a hot nida, what you say? Not one time. One time person called me. How much do you pay? How much do you charge for a hot nida? Who's this guy? I charge this and this. Less than a Mexican worker in a fruit store. Closes the phone. Shkoyach, thank you. Closes the phone. The person gets married. Doesn't learn hot nida, this and that. I'm teaching you life for your kids, for your children. Because everything came today about kesef. Kesef is zahav. Moshchin alav ruach tumah. You're healthy, but your kids have ruach tumah. What's ruach tumah? Says the Zohar. Torah doesn't go inside their head. They're strong, but chazakim. Torah doesn't go inside their head. That's what tumat nida. I'm gonna say you by heart a Rashba. Rabbeinu Shlomo ibn Aderet. In Siman Dalet in Even HaEzer. The Rashba says, the exact Siman I can't tell you. The exact Seif, I can't tell you. The Rashba says, Tum'at Nida karovu l'Tum'at Mamzer. The Tum'ah of a Nida is very close to Tum'at Mamzer. You know what a Mamzer is? A married woman cheated on her husband. Rashba says, you know who the Rashba is? If you could come close to his yeshiva in Olam HaElyon, I will kiss your hands. That's who the Rashba is. You know who the Rashba is? He's the Maran called him, the Shulchan Aruch called him Amud HaOrah. He's the pillar of halacha. That's the Rashba. Rabotai, we're all religious people here. Tum'at Nida, do you know Hilchot Nida? Ask a question. Don't ask me, ask people who know. Ask. Why don't you want to ask? I know. Or your wife thinks that she knows. You don't know anything. I studied a year and a half. Hilchot Nida. A year and a half. You know what I got on my test after all that? An 80. 80! That means 2 questions I got wrong. You know what that is? It's passing. Rabotai, you guys have to connect the Torah with Tovim. The Kol Yamav and all his life that he's not connected to the Kedusha. Binyan v'Yisodo shelo hu b'tumah chamora. His life and his Yisod, his Brit Milah, is b'tumah. V'kashem mikol tumot sheba'olam. It's the worst tumah, Rabbi Michael. It's the worst tumah in the world. Nida is the worst tumah in the world. Says the Zohar HaKadosh. Asher miyad shekarev l'nida ota tumah kofetzet alav. You don't have to touch him. You don't have to touch him. You come close to him, it's on you. The Zohar says. The Zohar HaKadosh. I'm not making this up. You just, Aaron, you just come close to him, it's on you. That's it. It's on you.
Like a virus.
Worse. Virus, you have to have a little connection. This guy, you just come close to him, it's airborne. Like, you know, I came to the yeshiva to teach. Over there it says, no peanuts allowed. No peanuts. No goyot, no this allowed. It's airborne. What's the second tum'ah? V'hasheni. What's the second tum'ah that causes people not to get married, not to have any kedusha? Their tefillah is not accepted. And I'm gonna go deep into this one because you guys think you know what the Zohar means. You don't know what it means. Hashochev im hagoya. One who has relations with a non-Jew. Shemachnis od brit kodesh. He brings the brit kodesh. You know what kodesh means, Rabotai?
Holy.
No, it doesn't mean holy. That's a Latin translation. Kodesh means separated. I'm not here to tell you who's holy and who's not holy. Hareat mikudeshet li. What's mikudeshet li? When you go into the chuppah, you're gonna marry. You're gonna say Hareat mikudeshet li. What does that mean? You're holy for me. Shkoyach. Also the rabbi who's marrying you, he's holy.
You are one with me.
Behold, you are separated for me. That's what kadosh means. It doesn't mean anything else. All the other things you hear, all the translation, fake. It's fake. Kadesh, how do we know? The Torah says, Lo yeh kadesh v'kedesha b'bnei Yisrael. A person shouldn't have a kadesh and a kedesha b'bnei Yisrael. You know what a kadesh and kedesha means? You just said kadesh means holy. You know what kadesh is? A person who separates themselves to sell themselves for other people for a couple of dollars a night. It's called kadesh. What's kadosh then? What's kadosh? Vayit. What's kadosh? Once the Torah was given, kadosh means kadosh, to separate the women to you. I'm going to tell you something even deeper. Rabotai, when you marry a woman, she gives up her rights and you acquire her rights. Anything she makes is yours. Anything she does, the rabbi said, oh, wait a second. Guys were taking advantage. Rabbi Meir Baal Hanes. What can I do? That's the person that he did it. He came up with a kid too. Prenup. Why? People were taking advantage of the situation. A prenup. I tell people these days, you rather get a prenup than a ketubah. Why? Ketubah doesn't stand a leg in court. You gotta get a prenup. I'm nobody. The Torah says, the Zohar Kadosh says, a person who puts his Brit Kodesh inside a Goya, Dichtiv, Uba'al bat el nechar. He was with a non-Jewish woman. He was with a woman who serves other gods. The Torah says, Ba'al bat el nechar. The next sentence is the scariest sentence. Velo yesh kin'ah. God is not jealous of anyone. God doesn't become upset from anyone in the world. Kikinat habrit sam betoch hagoya. Like when a person puts his brit milah inside a goya, God gets jal. You know what jal is?
Anger.
It's more than anger. Fury. Ki shemachnis od brit kodesh b'reshut sitra achra. When you put your brit kodesh inside the sitra achra, כאילו משקר בשמו של הקדוש ברוך הוא. You just said Hashem, you're a liar. The Zohar, I'm not making this stuff up. הוא משקר בחותם המלך, משקר במלך. It's like you said to God, your name is not Shakai. I took the mezuzah, I took the Shakai, I took out the Yud, you're a shit. God forbid. לא יש לו חלק באלוקי ישראל. You have no Olam Haba. You have no portion in the God of Israel. Person says, I'm praying Hashem, send me. I'm a tzaddik, I pray shacharit mincha v'aravit. Take it easy. Do a tikkun. What tikkun do you have to do? Rabotai, how many goyot? And I want to tell you a secret. A person who comes close to a goya, it's nida, shifcha, goya, vizona. Come close. I remember, I'm not trying to say anything about myself, God forbid. I was in college. Lo aleinu v'lo alam Yisrael. And I was in college. And I was, and listen, I'm talking about myself, I'm talking about anyone else. And I was in a psychology class. I had no choice. I had to have credits. Lo aleinu v'lo alam Yisrael. The person who was teaching the psychology class, it was adolescent psychology, never forget this in my life. Her name was Princess Coombs. I've had this before. Princess Coombs. C-O-O-M-B-S. B-S at the end. Cool. Like, you know, honeycomb. Lo aleinu v'lo alam Yisrael. I come to the class. I didn't want, but I had to. It's an easy class. What can I do? At least I get the credits. Come to the class. The only seat that's available is next to. I usually sit there and listen to peot, kippah, tzitzit. Look at all this hair over here, I don't have time to get a haircut, I go to next. I sit next to her, I'm sitting, close my eyes, I'm making myself like I'm sleeping. Yudke Vavke. Mishnayot. Memtai Korin Shema Barvin. Mishasha Kohanim. I'm going to what can I do? I hear their shtuyot. Mamash shtuyot. She's speaking to me. But you have 2 ears. I got created 2 ears. 1 ear is for what you're doing in your head. 1 ear is for what's going on outside. She's saying shtuyot. She's saying over there, when boys go to the locker room, adolescent psychology, they start to compare. I look at her as a joke. I said, yeah, you're right. She picks up her hands and give me a 5. You know what I did? I said, apologies. I'm observant Jew. I can't touch another woman. I wasn't married. I didn't know anyone. I was single. She's a goya. What kind of tumah she has? She's avia with a tumah. You know what I'm saying? I just go inside at college. I'm already tumah. What could it already cause? What more could it already cause? They didn't give her. Still got an A in that class. You know why? When goyim see that you respect yourself, they respect you. But when I was in a Jews class, Professor Scheinfeld, never forget his name, La'adol Me'olamim, was the 6th day of Sukkot, day of Yosef HaTzadik, when he was claiming that the Zionist Jews built ovens for the Jews of Europe to go into the concentration camps, and I got up, first time in my life, and the last time, and I said, you're sick in the head for saying that. I said that, yeah.
Professor.
I said that. And Professor, yeah. I didn't be afraid.
You have the First Amendment.
Professor Scheinfeld, that's what his name. You could Google him, I don't care. I'm not afraid. He will admit it. And I told him, you're sick in the head. Stop being like a goy. And he put me down in front of the whole class. And I don't want to say the word. You know what I did? At the end of the class, I came up to him and I said, Yeshar Koach. It was a nice debate. You know what he did? The next day, I was in Holocaust Memorial class. He came up to me. I have a lot of stories. I came up to me and he said, I was in the class of the Lubavitcher Rebbe when I first came from Europe. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe looked at me and he said, one day, you're going to be an important person. That's what he said to me. Scheinfeld, Torah College. I don't know if he's still there. That's what he said to me. He said that to me. He took me out of class to say it to me. He said, I want to thank you, he said. It was an interesting conversation. I know what I told him? I said, God bless you. You're my brother. You! I will shake your hand. I will get into a debate with you. I'll fight. But in Princess Kum's class, I'm going to be asleep. A Jew is a Jew. I'll fight a Jew till the end. But a Goy? Ki amachniz brito בסטרא אחרא שהוא הגויים הוא משקר בשמו של הקדוש ברוך הוא משקר בחותם המלך הוא משקר במלך. Person who's with a goy, he's lying in the name of God. It's as if you took a mezuzah and you crossed out the yud and instead of shakai you wrote over there shed, demon. It was as if you went to the Sefer Torah, you crossed out God's name and you wrote over there JC. And that, you know what, I'll tell you the truth, maybe cut this out of the video, that's better than if a person is with a goya. That's better. That's better. Person who cuts out God's name from the Sefer Torah is better than a person who's with a goya. Rahman al-Itzlan. לא יש לו Chelek be'elokei Yisrael. He has no portion in the God of Israel. And I tell this to people. I said, you guys, you religious guys who was never with a Goya, never with anything, pray to Hashem. Read this Zohar Kadosh. This is your Segula. Read this Zohar. I have a chelek inside of you. I remember when I was single, what I didn't do to get married. My wife was watching this. Watch it, even pay attention. You know what I used to do? I used to go to a river, a lake. I used to read the parasha of the 12 Nisi'im. And Parashat Naso of the 12 tribes they give the parasha. Rav Nachman of Breslev says, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha. Rav Nachman of Breslev says, the Sukkah, there are 12 tribes of Israel. There are 12 sons of Ishmael.
Measure for measure.
Yeah, measure for measure. You want to get married? Read the 12 sons of Israel, the 12 korbanot, and have in mind to cancel out the 12 of Ishmael. And go by the lake and read it. Why? Eliezer, where did he pray by? The lake. You know how many times I did it for? Almost 4 months. The book said 40 days. I did it for 4 months. No, it doesn't with tzaddik. I applied myself. A consistency. There is no questions. When a person who has a ratzon, he has keter. They say Chabad. Chokhmah bina v'dat. What about the keter? You know what keter is? Will. You have will. Do it. I went one summer night to my sister in the bungalows in the Willow Woods, upstate. There was no river there.
Lake.
I said to her, "You're gonna find me a lake. I'm gonna read it by there." I didn't waste. I didn't look for sigulot. I did what anything I found. I did. No question. You know why? I'm gonna tell you a secret of secrets. This is Shovavim secret 101. There is no tikkun for zera levatala. No, in. Lo hayav lo nivra. There's only one tikkun. Get married. That's it. Just get married already. There's no tikkun. Why are you gonna do it again? You're a man. God created you with desires. Women, no. Men, yes. When it comes to you, get married. She's crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Rabbi Yoshua ben Hananiah. You know what Rabbi Yoshua ben Hananiah said? Hello, listen to me. Rabbi Yoshua ben Hananiah said, you know what Rabbi Yoshua ben Hananiah said? Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Yoshua, Lachak Rabbi Yoshua. This is Rabbi Yoshua ben Hananiah. When his mother gave birth to him, she took his baby cradle to the Beit HaMidrash. She said, learn Torah while he listens. Don't do this today, because it doesn't work. He said, "Mi'amai lo nitzchani adam." In my life, nobody ever beat me in anything. I'm the main man. When they used to want to have a problem with the Roman Caesar, and there's many of this in the Gemara, Masechet Chulin, all the who they used to send? Used to send him. You know what he said? You want to get married? Take your the nail out of the top. Put it in the bottom. Lower your standards. You're not such a hot shot yourself. That's what he said. I'm telling you, that's what he said. It's a Gemara. Lower your standards. You don't want to lower your standards, then you're in an issue. But there's only one tikkun for tikkun abrit. Only one. I'm telling you guys this right now. I dealt with many people who were. When I was 7 years old, my father was already telling me Ketor Chokhmah Binachas Gevarti V'Netzach Zunulhut. I'm telling you, there's only one tikkun for tikkun abrit, and it's not Tifat Anu Shel Rashash. Why? You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it again. Get married. Just get married. Ask Hashem. There's no tikkun. There is nothing. You could pray this and that. You could hollow out the pipes, but you have to get married. Hashem sent you something. Take it! Amen. Why are you throwing it away? How come he has like that? She has like that? This is like that? Your life is their life? What kind of nonsense is that? The biggest nonsense. It's the opposite of Shovavim. You're a Yehudi, Rabbi Yisai. You're a Yehudi. You have to understand. In life, in marriage, I'm going to tell you a secret. A secret of a person who's married. A secret of secrets. When a person is married, beauty doesn't count. Beauty doesn't count. Money doesn't count. In-laws don't count. Nothing counts except for one thing. The peh. Paro. Perach. Baparech. Perach. That's it. This is Shabavim. How she speaks to you. I'm telling you, it's the only thing that counts. What's her relationship with you? How does she act with you? That's the only thing that counts. If you think that you're gonna get Lo Aleinu Lo Am Yisrael, a Victoria's Secret model, that it's gonna agree to you for you have Kisui Arosh, and she's gonna agree to keep 30 Melachot of Shabbat, and she's gonna agree to all the Chumrot, you know what I'm gonna tell you? You find another religion, find another nation. This is not us. You've got the wrong people. It's not us. But if you're looking for a Gabriel, a woman that's going to tell you, go learn Torah. Chayil and Shabbat night. She's going to have the table. She wants to send your children to yeshiva. But she looks like Yishtabach Shemo Shel Borei Olam. Abotai, she's the one. And you know what? And time. You're gonna respect this la'ad ulo olme olamim. Amen. We only got to the second person. What about the third? Let's read it quick. I hope nobody does this over here. The third guy in the Zohar Kadosh, he's not just a sinner.
The murderer.
Yes. Hashlishi, the third man, hahoreg banav haubar sheishto meuberet, person who tells his wife to get an abortion.
Wow.
A man who tells his wife to get an abortion is the worst out of all three of them. Says the Zohar, HaKadosh Baruch Hu lo yichzirenu b'tshuva. God will never take him b'tshuva. You don't have mercy on your child? How are you going to have mercy on anything in this world? Summary. The last one is a shiur within itself. I'll tell you the truth. But we got to start our Otzrot Chaim shiur. Who are the three people who what are the three things that cause a person not to find a soulmate? The ultimate sigula, a person who's tameh betumat nida, a person chas v'shalom shehaya im isha goya, who was with the sitra achra, and the third one, a person who caused his own children, he's a murderer. These three sects of people, these three categories, cause these people not to have their prayers answered and not to have their soulmates connected to them. But I have to say one last thing, fast. Otzrot Chaim is waiting. I'm going to give you one segula. I have to leave you guys with your hopes up high and not down. Because we're all human beings. We all sin. Some more than others. There is one thing, and I'm telling you guys, take this like it's Torah Moshe Misinai. Take this, you won't need Baba Sali, Rabbi Yaakov Abu Hatzira, and Rabbi David Abu Hatzira. You won't need anybody. The Ariya Kadosh says, one who says, Kiryat Shema al Hamita. One who says Shema before he goes to sleep, he kills all the chitzonim, all the bad angels that look like him, by the way, because when you do Zera Levatala or you do something you're not supposed to, who gets pregnant from it? It doesn't go to waste, quote unquote. It goes to Lily, our friend, not our friend, Lily. Lamed Yud Tav, she gets pregnant from them, yes. She gives birth. And the Samech Mim comes, Sammy. Sammy comes and he says, who are these kids? Oh, it's your children. Ma pitam, we're Ashkenazim. These kids look like they're Bukharski. Ma pitam, these kids are, they're not my children. And the Samech Mem comes and he says, oh, I'm going to get revenge. You took my wife, I'm going to take your wife. The woman that's meant for you, and she takes her. When you do Zer Lavatala, that's what happens. What's the only Sigula that matters and that counts? Kiryat Shema Al Amita from the Zohar Kadosh Ben Ish Chai, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, anybody you ask, Kiryat Shema Al Hamita. You must say Shema before you go, the whole thing. From Shema till the end of Emet. Why? You say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Then you say at the end Hashem Elokeinu. How many words are there? 248. With El Melech Ne'eman? Ma pitom? No. With the Shema Yisrael, yes, but from Va'afta until Hashem Elokeinu Emet, and you repeat Hashem Elokeinu Emet, it's 248. Nachon? Nachon. That's with Shema Yisrael. Yeah. But when you say Hashem, I'm gonna tell you something a little. Maybe you know it. Maybe Hashem Elokeinu Emet. It's 248 words. From Va'afta Atem Hashem Elokeinu Emet, and you repeat Hashem Elokeinu Emet. What is it? How many limbs do you have in your body? 248. Those kids that you created that look exactly like you, when you say Shema Yisrael, you cancel them out, you nullify them as much as you can. However, they need bodies. When you say Shema Yisrael until Hashem Elokechem Emet, you're creating from them bodies, 248 limbs. If you miss one word, Vaid. You miss everything. Abotai, I want to say a special Misha Berach. First of all, I want to say before we start anything, my good friend over here, Rabbi Avraham Ben Yosef, he made special copies. These are prayers over here for people who want to have good children. And I want to give this out. Doesn't matter if you're married or unmarried. I want to give this out. Once a day you could say this. Once a day you could say this. I want to give this out, first of all, to one of my good friends, Rabbi Daniel, who sponsored our shiur tonight. Rabbi Daniel. Once a day, say this shiur, say this prayers. It should be food for your son, Yehuda ben Leah, and for your daughters. May you have anim tzadikim, kedoshim v'teorim, refuah. The honor and the zchut of your tzedakah, Hashem will never turn His face away from you. I'm giving this to you, B'ezrat Hashem. Say this once a day. These are 4 tefillot from 4 big tzadikim, for the sake that your children will be tzadikim. Okay. Second thing over here, I want to give this to my good friend Daniel Gadaev. I want to bless him. Yeah, you. I want to say to you, may you pray. Say this once a day. Even one of the prayers. Even one of them. Okay, your wife, doesn't matter. Ishtoki gufo. May you say this. May you have atzlacha. May your kids be tzadikim, kedoshim, v'torim. Rabotai, we're not here just to give current events. We want, you guys to have atzlacha. Okay. Who here else has kids from this side?
All of us.
I want to give this to Moshe Chaim. Please say this prayer once a day. Even one of them. This is a special prayers that you should choose. You know what? Inside these prayers, that your children should have good in-laws. That's how deep it goes. And you know what? I've been by Mekubalim. I've been by them. 555 Bedford Avenue. You know what they said? If they would have known what Kabbalah was when they were kids, they would have prayed their kids would have good in-laws. Okay? Huh?
Boss, can I get one, boss?
And I want to give the last one. I want to give it to our Oreach over here. Eliyahu. Moshe ben. Michael ben. Abraham. I want to give you a special bracha. Please try to say these tefillot once a day. Once a day, B'ezrat Hashem.
It's available in Spanish too, man.
And I want to say, Rabotai, I want to say special Mishe Berach. You know what? Because every Torah that we have, Kaddish, this, that, Maz Mishaneh. Mishe Berach. Mishe Berach, Rabotai, so you very Kol HaRavakim, all the single people. Moshe Chai ben Rosa, Baruch ben Tonya, Rafael ben Shoah, David ben Micha, Daniel ben Tamara, Baruch ben Tzivia, Avraham ben Natali, Ronen ben Emmanuel, Milana bat Nela, Yitzchak ben Yosef, Baruch ben Yosef, Gabriel Chai ben Melea, Zev ben Yehuda, Yosef Meir ben Rivka, Yoshua ben Miriam, Gabriel ben Tzivia, David ben Tzivia, David ben Lydia, Rahman ben Dinah, Aaron Moshe ben Yafa, Daniel ben Leah, Baruch Chai ben Yudit ben Irina, Moshe ben Abigail, Aryeh, David ben Rezer, Brenda, Moshe ben Asher ben Margarita, Yotam ben Margarita, Avraham ben Adina. Hakadosh, וגם? ברוך בן טוניה. Eliezer ben Olga. Hakadosh Baruch Hu yitmaleh. I want you guys to say Amen, like the whole thing is moving. Hakadosh Baruch Hu yitmaleh yishlach lahem bat zugam השנה ויתחתנו ויקימו בית נאמן בישראל ויהיה להם הצלחה, ברכה, ישועות, פרנסה וכל ולכן יהיה רצון ונאמר Amen. That's how Amen is supposed to be, Rabotai. You guys bring tears to my eyes. I'm telling you, you guys mamash bring tears. You guys bring tears to my eyes. כל הכבוד לכם. Rabotai, the Zohar class is done. Otzrot Chaim.